my God, it's 3:45 in the morning. You wouldn't know it though, would you? It is so bright. We're going fishing, baby. Folks, bang average fishing. How are we all? Well, it is so early in the morning. It is 4:30, and yeah, flipping getting up early to get on the fish, and I cannot believe my eyes. The beach is packed, absolutely packed with anglers, and these guys are after salmon. This is mental at this time in the morning. Welcome to fishing in Japan. Now, I am well excited. This is a pretty mega coastline. I don't really know what to expect here, you know. I'm gonna throw a spoon out, get in there with the locals, and see if we can catch something. The first rule I learned about fishing in Japan, especially when it's sea fishing, if you see loads of fishermen, fish. So that's what we're gonna do. Come on, let's get in the water. I'm well excited for this. Haven't started fishing yet, and this fella's got something on. The question is, what has he got? He's right in the prime spot though, and he's on the inlet. What has he got? I don't have a clue. Go on, pick it up for us, lad. I might run over to him and see what he's caught. I don't know. Huh. Might even be a child. I don't really know. He's about looked it in the head. There's just fishermen everywhere. The beach is just lined with them. I don't know how this people are going to cast. I don't know what to expect here. I could make an absolute gift of myself. I don't have a clue. But we're in. Let's do it. I'm in with the locals, folks. I'm in with the locals. And they're a bit shocked, I think, at this time of the morning to have an English boy stood on the beach chatting shit into a GoPro. And I'm sea fishing in Japan for salmon. Or anything that swims for that matter. And I'm down to my backing. I am down to my bloody backing. You know what? I said to myself, I'm going to rebraid this reel. And I don't know why I didn't last night. I couldn't be bothered. I thought I'll be alright. What a shocker. What an absolute shocker. So folks, what have we learned? Full reel of line when you go fishing. I'm not really sure what the scenes are going to be if little British boy over here nails one. I really don't know. Look at that. What are we doing? Very quickly running through the setup. A reel that is nowhere near braided enough. It's got £40 braid on it. And we're using the Rigged and Ready Infinite Ultimate. Oh, blimey. This has been with me for the whole of my travels. And basically it's a rod with more combinations but a witch's broth. It is absolutely insane. I was going to say Caitlyn Jenner, but I thought that might have been inappropriate, but I've said it anyway. This rod is mega. Like, I'm here casting anything, to be honest. It can do up to 120 gram cast weight. It's a belter of a bit of kit, isn't it? What more could you ask for? And then got £40 fluoro leader to the 40 gram Savage Gear Seeker. I didn't intend for everything to have a 40 in it, but it sort of has. And this is where I've been fishing. This little spot. But if you look up that coastline, look at the amount of anglers. Bloody Nora. Right, I'm not sure if it's going to make any difference, but we're going to go and have a little wander along the beach. We've not caught anything here, we've been fishing for about an hour, so I don't know what the crack is with this. Do you just stick it out? I don't know. But I'm an active angler, I like to move, so. Is that a bird? No. There's zero. Just blue sea and a shitload of anglers. What is going on? So this is the prime spot. Right on this inlet. This is where everyone wants to be. Is it seawater? That's mad. That is absolutely mad. That is fresh spring water, and the sea is just there. What on earth is this country? Well, we're back in the Japanese whip, and that was an experience. I did not expect to find 15 anglers on a beach at 4:30 in the morning. That was a little bit surreal. 17 anglers, 2 more have just rocked up. Like, a little bit mental if I'm honest with you, and I feel as though you could be casting there all day and probably not catch a fish. Like, I can't really work it out. Like, one guy had 1 fish. I at least did 300, 400 casts there, and times that by 15. Pretty mental, and I think I'm probably giving it an understatement there at 300 or 400 casts. It was just a very, very strange vibe. It was good just to get out, it was good to experience it. A proper Japanese fishing experience. But right now, I'm gonna go get a coffee, I'm gonna probably go get something to eat, maybe have a little power nap, and I'm gonna sort of make a plan of action of what I'm doing next. Well, I thought I'd just give you a little bit of geography because everyone loves a bit of geography, right? So I'm actually on like the west coast of Hokkaido. Don't know, maybe southwest? Somewhere in that region anyway. Right off the Shiribetsu estuary, the main river we've been fishing here in Hokkaido. And I'm currently in a little place called Yakoma Port. Oh, smashing. Very small little fishing port, little breakwater. Loads and loads of activity. I joke, it's a ghost town. It's an absolute ghost town. Which might mean this might be a few fish. Well, I've seen a few fish, so I'm hopeful we might catch one. Gotta be in it to win it, folks. We got some ragworm, a little drop shot rig, do your worst. Just had a nibble off a rockfish. Is he gonna come back for it? I don't know. He came in, had a nibble, and then departed. Got him on. No, he's off. Oh, and he's taken the worm. Right, here we go, folks. We're taking a pew. Got him on. Whoa! That's a nice fish. That, I think, is a proper rockfish, man. Oh my days! Might even need the net for that lad. No, probably not. But still, oh, sweet! Look, he just came out of this thing. Don't know how well you can see it, but get him up. Whoa! That is a proper creature, innit? Spitting on the hands because I've got nothing else. And he'd probably be dinner for most people. Look at that fish. What a belter. Well, folks, here we go. Look at this guy. This is a type of rockfish. I couldn't tell you the Japanese name for the life of me. It's like a murimasa or something like that. But what a cool species this is. Look at the colourings. We've just caught it in this little rock wall down there, pretty much. This port doing the job. But after a tough morning this morning, it's nice just to have a fish on the bank. What a stunning, stunning fish. Well, that's gone well, hasn't it? Boom. There is a huge rockfish over my bait. Twice the size of the one that I've just caught, but he's a bit tentative. It's a geezer, I think, who knows the consequences of a ragworm precariously dangled in a rock wall. He's been there, he's done it, he's seen the consequences of what happens. He's seen his mates end up in a stew. He didn't see him end up in the stew, but they never came back, and his assumptions were right. And now there's this lad who isn't going to put him in a stew, he's going to put him back. Just wants to have a look at him. I just want to have a look at you, mate. Oh, hello. There's got to be something knocking about in there. Come on. Got him on. Yes. That is a different type of fish. That's like a wrasse of some capacity, I think. That's a well nice fish. Cool, blimey. And I bet he's just as spiky as the other one. Or poisonous or something. Hooked in a bit of a strange way, though. Get in. This is probably not there. Jesus Christ! He's in. Bingo! That's like the biggest goby I have ever seen. Oh my days. Well folks, look at this lad. Look at the colours on him. He's got like a wrasse mouth, but a goby body. He's a very lean fish. Oh, you coming to say hello, big guy? What a cool fish, man. No idea what it is, but what a belter. Anyway, let's get him back. And I do have a moist towel under there, guys. It's better than this concrete that's over here. Very scenic spot to be microfishing. And two species that I've never really caught before. That fish then, I'm thinking wrasse every day of the week. But the length of it was a little bit goby-like. And he's just caught another one. I think the same species as before. Oh my god, that's like gotta be a... No, it's not, it's a different type. That's in the scorpion fish variety, innit? It's gotta be. Look at him. Well, we were just about to leave. I couldn't help myself. I had one more cast and we've nailed this lad. He's going back though, because he looks pretty angry, doesn't he? Cool fish there. See you later. Yeah. Right, only in Japan could you get yourself a hot can of coffee. Yeah, a can of coffee. Latte as well, juicy. This thing, which is like a jam donut, but bread. So pretty much like a jam sandwich. Delightful. And this lad, look at him. What a worldie. Oh, smashing stuff. However, I am currently in this Secco Mart. I went to the nearest town basically just to find anywhere to get something to eat. And there looks like a really tasty little inlet that's probably worth fishing. No one's fishing it though, which does concern me. But no one was fishing that port and we caught some fish. So, I think we might go and have a quick cast. Well, that cast, I have to admit, was a little bit of a waste of time. But it was an unbelievably beautiful spot and the weather very much ruined it. I was going to call it a day there, but I hopped in the car and found a little river that I eyed up on the way there. Fish on. Hey! Are we going to end on a high? Come on, let's not lose you now, come on. It's not a big fish, but it's a fish regardless. Oh, it's a cherry sam, my favourite fish here. Second favourite maybe. And there we go, beautiful fish. That actually, yeah, it's a cherry salmon. Thought it might have been a rainbow for a sec. Get out. There we go, beautiful. See you later, big guy. Well, you can probably see I'm pretty moist and I've been up since 3 AM. So as a result, I'm calling it a day. It was great to end on a fish at least, that gorgeous cherry salmon. And we didn't manage to nail a beastie from the sea, but we did manage to nail some really cool micro species in that harbour. And safe to say, that was an abundance of life. I couldn't really show it to you that well on the GoPro and when I was filming, but so many fish, like nuts. It was absolutely nuts. So I think we will be going back there to do a little bit of a microfishing episode at some point as well. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been pretty tough to film. I've enjoyed it anyway. It's great just being out and about in Japan and just exploring. That's what it's all about for me. It's not necessarily the fishing. It's about seeing new places and just taking in the scenery, taking in the environment. And on that note, folks, tight lines, keep fishing, and if you've enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Tight lines!